3, 2, 1. Happy Chew Year!
For all the Ooh, we're popping champagne, popping streamers, and we're popping into a brand new Tokyo Treat box. That's right, Tokyo Treat, the monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box where you get up to 20 exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. The Treat box is back, Aaron, back in time for the new year and a New Year's snacking party.
That's the only kind of party I want to go to.
I know, right?
It better be new and it better be snacking.
Well, I can tell you these snacks are new, they're hip, they're in. They've walked the red carpet and they're here for your enjoyment because we're celebrating the new year. We've got stuff like Lucky Taiyaki fish out of this box. I just want to show everybody what it's. Then we got some Aji Crunch, some potato crunchies in here, some mild Pretz sticks. Mr. Pretz is here. Oh, a jerky snack, a little candied jerky snack. Yeah, surprise, you didn't know that was in there. And of course, it's not a Tokyo Treat box without a limited edition Kit Kat for all you Kit Kat collectors out there. Get yourself some red and white Lucky Kit Kats. Oh my gosh.
Now, Vince, I know for a fact you can't read Japanese. How'd you know what any of that was?
You know, good point, Aaron. I only knew because Tokyo Treat gives a little booklet that has information on all the snacks that are in your box, along with cultural information about like Japanese cultural traditions, like little fortune bags and boxes that they do around the new year. And it helps you make sure that you know exactly what you're digging into before you do so. And that being said, I need to dig into some of these treats myself. One of them that I left off that list earlier are these little sesame sweet potato sticks.
They sound good.
They sound good. They're going to sound great. Here, listen to this crunch.
Ooh.
There's something about the sesame flavor that just hits different when it's from Japan. And these sweet potato bites are so sweet, but still savory, so it doesn't taste like a little like candied potato. Look, as you can see, I could just keep eating these. Go to team.tokyotreat.com/Kame and use promo code Kame at checkout. Get $5 off your first box. Again, that is team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. Use KAME at checkout to get $5 off your first box. Support Tokyo Treat and support your tummy by getting some of these delicious snacks straight from Japan, and support Kame House Party.
Look, my New Year's resolution is to eat more snacks. In what better way than Tokyo Treat?
Oh my gosh. Did I mention use promo code Kame at checkout, get $5 off?
My other resolution is to save money. This is perfect.
2 birds, 1 stone. Join us in our resolution to eat good snacks.
Kame House Party.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And we are your hosts, taking you through every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball, being the #1 and bestest improv comedy Dragon Ball watch-along podcast in the known universe. That's right. We watch episodes of Dragon Ball, come onto the pod, and we talk about them, make some improvised scenes out of that, and we have a great time doing it. Right, Aaron? Right?
We do. Stop pushing me about it.
I'll stop pushing you and start pushing this segment, which is the world famous UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Guitar twang sound.
Well, you're hired. You're the guitar player for my band.
Wow. Awesome.
Mhm.
That's great. That's so great.
Yep.
Jelly Roll. I'm so excited to be part of the Jelly Roll band. I can't wait to be part of the Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozen Jelly Roll Band. And Beef Stew Jones, you're gonna make a fine addition to this. I mean, I feel like now I got to introduce I guess it'd be the 13s now.
Oh, the Baker's Dozen. We're the Baker's Dozen. Oh, this is so cool.
The bad Baker's Dozen. I love that. See, you're already paying off dividends. Again, Beef Stew Jones.
Yeah, that's me, Beef Stew Jones.
And look, as you know, and hell, half the world knows, I'm Jelly Roll Jones.
I'm sorry. I should have.
We're brothers, apparently.
We're brothers, apparently. It's the reveal. And
Seed. The Prestige.
The Prestige.
Kind of. The movie was about brothers.
Yeah, it was about brothers.
In a way.
But I'm glad you didn't blink twice when I labeled you as the famous country singer Jelly Roll. And that, listeners, is our improvised scene that we do at the top of every show to loosen or tighten our improv muscles for whatever our free-flowing conversation about this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z will call for. You know, you never want to do improv without warming up first. Believe you me.
A lot of rolled ankles in that black box theater.
Oh my gosh. I've seen more ACL tears in theaters in New York than I have seen in Madison Square Garden.
Look, when you're 4th and 10 during a mono scene, you don't need that kind of injury. That's why you gotta stretch.
Yeah, I saw one improviser dislocate their shoulder doing a scene about doing a transaction scene.
Well, rookie mistake, first of all.
And then their back line support was like non-existent. So they just had to sit there ordering a chopped cheese with a chopped shoulder.
Just kept listing ingredients, getting wilder and wilder with their arm motion.
Look, you choose a physical game, you get the physical rewards.
Or the physical challenges.
And just like we've put out in the world that there's a challenge, because usually I'd say, Aaron, that improvised scene leads us to our actual 1 minute roundup where one of us has 60 seconds to summarize everything that's happened in Dragon Ball up until this point. 150 episode plus of Dragon Ball, 49 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. But this week, somebody spared us.
Somebody saved us. We had the kick off this new year. We have a fan submitted 1 minute roundup. This comes from Trey, and they write, longtime listener, first time writer here. Fun fact about me, I just started my first semester of college this year, and I decided to join the improv club because of you guys. One of the best decisions I've ever made. I've met so many friends through improv, and it's changed my life. So I can't thank you guys enough for making KHP and giving me so many laughs through all these years. Trey, that is heartwarming as heck.
Trey, I love that. I'm so happy that you wrote in and that you sent us a 1 minute roundup. I don't know how old you are, Trey, but I'm going to assume that you're young. And so I can call you Trey Young. So you could be the Atlanta Hawks superstar NBA player, Trey Young. And I can believe that Trey Young likes our podcast. So thank you, Trey Young.
Thank you, Trey Young. They continue. Trey Young NBA player continues.
Yes.
Anyway, I have been stuck at home, sick all week with COVID. Did Trae Young have COVID recently?
I gotta get on ESPN.
So I decided to do something special with this extra free time I have all of a sudden. Here is a 1 minute roundup in the form of a song featuring me on vocals and guitar. I hope you enjoy We Didn't Summon the Dragon. All right.
Let's go. This is gonna be fucking
I'm going to make
rad.
sure looping is off. I'm going to not burp in the mic, and then we're going to play this roundup. Wait, I'm a fool. You have to ask.
Oh, yeah. So Aaron, I'm sorry. Look, this break in format has caused me to forget everything. But here's what I have to say. And I'll say this to Trae, and you can answer on his behalf.
Okay.
Trae, are you ready to round up?
Yes, I am. Also, I'm an NBA player.
He admitted it.
Goku's a monkey boy, turns into a monkey man. 7 magic crystal balls, makes anything you want. So, Capsule Corp, Pilaf Gang, Goku is a giant ape. Jackie Chan commander at the second tournament. Piccolo, now he's good. Goku's got a new son. Saiyan Saga, Goku died. Nappa sadly got betrayed. Demic trip, Frieza's there. Ginyu has some lovely balls. Super Saiyan, Android time. Who is this monster cell? We didn't summon the dragon. It was always a party since the house been Kame. We didn't summon the dragon. No, we didn't ride him, but we kept on fighting.
Wow. Round of
Hell yeah.
applause.
Hell yeah. When I have a child, I'm going to sing that story to them.
Look, if you're listening, Trae, again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Trae.
If you're another listener who's not Trae and you appreciate that, be sure to tweet this at NBA player Trae Young and say, I love this roundup. He'll know.
He'll know exactly. He'll know
It's
exactly
him.
what we're talking about. It's him. He already knows. I'm
wonderful.
still glowing off of that. That's so nice. That's so nice, Trae. And gosh, listener, if you want to be like Trae and make me well up with joy, all you have to do is send in your 1 minute roundup in the form of an MP3 or a video if you feel both, but mostly an MP3 to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. That's kamehousepartypod@gmail.com, and we'll play that sucker on air just like Trae's. Become famous.
Well, more so.
Well, more so than Trae Young already is.
Vince's jersey size is 2XL. So,
oh, you knew. And Aaron, you know what else I know? The next segment, which is where I tell the listener that we watch 2 different versions of the show. I watch the English dub while Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitle version, because comparing and contrasting is fun. We've been doing it for years, baby. Why break now? My resolution is to keep kicking ass. And here it comes. The English title for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z, episode 150, Up to Piccolo.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's up to Piccolo, then it's stuck to Piccolo.
Oh, if it's up, then it came, heard from a girl who thought I was ugly. But her dragon wanna fuck with me. Said my face green, abs tight, punching up an android.
This could be it.
Blew up the moon last night. Hit him with that special beam. Make that cell now act right. Oh, I'm coming for your head, Nikki.
I'm excited for an anonymous listener to submit a 1 minute roundup to that tune with strangely familiar lyrics.
And a very similar voice.
That's I don't think you can make a song out of my title, unfortunately. Because my title for episode 150 of Dragon Ball Z, from the original Japanese language version, roughly translated, is The Suicide Counterattack Proves Ineffective. Piccolo's Flames Burns Out.
Well, spoiler alert. I guess we can go home now.
Yeah. his flame blew out. The end.
Oh, man. If only they could animate Piccolo with a flame the same way they animated All Might's flame.
He points at Gohan.
Mm-hmm. Gohan just cries. Wait, what are we doing, Aaron? How have we not made that comparison before? All Might to Piccolo to Deku to Gohan.
I don't know. I mean, it is the same voice actor.
Same voice actor now. That's sick. All right. Anyway, Chris Sabat, cool. You're on notice. I'm coming for your job. Both of them. And whatever you're doing on Fire Force. I'm sure you're a character on Fire Force.
Yeah, voice actor, streamer, those two jobs.
Those two jobs. You can't touch me on my turf.
I'm assuming, I feel like every voice actor, if they're heavy in the anime community, they got to stream.
I would assume Chris Sabat is so big, though, he might not have to stream. You know what I mean? Like, he's a voice of all.
Dragon Ball money.
He's got that original.
He's got that non-union Dragon Ball money.
Non-union Dragon Ball money. God, what a world that was. Just like the world of Dragon Ball Z that we have to get into now. We talked about the titles. We talked about everything else. Let's get into this episode. And I got to start this year off by saying I hate the translated theme song that's on Crunchyroll. It's bad. It's really bad. If you feel the same way, just reach out so I could also. Aaron doesn't know my pain. He gets to listen to great music every time he sparks up a Dragon Ball episode.
When I put it in the carburetor.
Yep. You roll that swish of sweet DBZ.
You don't put anything in the carburetor? What am I doing? The bowl, my friend.
No, it's a carburetor now. That's what the kids call it.
They love multi-syllables.
The one thing from the announcer doing their recap that I put in my notes is the announcer calls the time chamber the pendulum room.
No.
Will Vegeta and Trunks get out of the pendulum room in time? That kind of thing. I was like, that's not it.
This is stupid. I'm sure they'll cover this in the other one, but it's like you get a whole day. You get a whole day in the time chamber. That's a year.
Yep.
And I guess there's the idea that like some people can't make it a whole day. They got to come out early.
Right.
You know when they're going to come out?
I know.
You can set your sundial to it.
So I guess that's a question for you. Is in these preceding episodes, is Goku's lines of dialogue like, "Come on, Vegeta, hurry up. How long is it going to take?"
Essentially, I guess he's thinking that he'll walk out once he discovers a form beyond Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Maybe Goku's assuming that Vegeta will do it quicker. You know what I mean? And maybe with Trunks, who's been a Super Saiyan for a while, that he would also be able to do it pretty quickly. But nobody's a genius like Goku. He can't expect that. That's too much.
Well, it's like, if Goku's in that situation, he's taking the full time.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I mean, it might be spoiler for a later episode.
Oh.
Goku actively says, I don't need more time in the time chamber. Vegeta, you can keep training if you want to, but I don't think it'll do anything. I'm editorializing Goku in that moment, but it's a pretty savage burn.
But let's get to the burns from these androids from Cell as we pop back into the action. In mine, you have like a back and forth of the androids don't know what Cell's deal is. And as Cell is scoping the other androids, he's like, 17, great. 18. Is this a Cell voice? Right?
So the English voice, I think you're pretty close. Like because we had some time away, I came back and realized that he's got like a bit of a deeper register in this scene.
Oh, ho, ho.
Something along these lines.
Something. Okay. If I put my tongue forward.
Yes.
A little bit. Yes.
Something like that.
Something. I have. Let's give Sel. You know what? Just to distinguish, let's give Sel a Daffy Duckism.
Thufferin, Thuckatash.
These androids are despicable. I also don't recognize the mohawked one. He must be an older model, so I won't suck him up. I can pass. I can skip dessert.
But that beautiful impression is exactly how the episode went. I think the only added flourish that the American version kind of has at the end, and I don't know if Sel has an equivalent line or if he took this note down, but he says, "I've sniffed the bouquet, and now it's time to drink." As he like enters the field of battle.
Wow.
Sel's a real foodie.
I've had my salty, I have my thought, my fat, my heat, and there's another one. Sweet. What's that documentary? That food. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, I think it is just salt, fat, and heat, Sel. I don't know if there's sugar in there, but
there should be.
Maybe but there should be.
Part 2.
The sequel.
The squeakquel. Does he say this when he walks past Piccolo?
No. He says this as he's like dropping down to confront them. But yeah.
I mean, androids don't shower. There's a bouquet.
Oh, I know. You're talking about my sister, 18. Whoa, 17. Unnecessary.
I think he was referencing the fact that we don't bathe and we've been in a car for thousands of miles.
Sorry, I was offended on your behalf, and I can see now that is not being an ally.
I do appreciate the thought, 16. This thought appreciates that thought.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's fun.
And scene.
But yeah, before Cell walks past Piccolo, I have to linger on Cell like charging up his energy, and the energy being the souls of thousands of human beings.
That's right.
It's such an like interesting technique to use to like. I think this is, and I've been thinking a lot about this. I think these are the moments as we revisit them. Like these are the moments for me that like put the Cell and Android saga like above most of the other sagas in Dragon Ball. I do love the Saiyan saga. It's so good and devastating and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the Buu saga is also really fun. I can't speak to anything that's happened after that because I haven't watched Super.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know, the clips that I've seen, is any enemy giving off creepier vibes than Cell like throughout his entire run? Like from design to power set to how he uses them. And then this, his key is souls.
You see flashes of his victims. They don't like tiptoe around it. They're very explicit at these people consciousness are definitely in here.
They exist. You can like the sound design, you can almost hear them screaming. And then we get the silhouettes of the rich guy who tried to pay Cell off. I didn't see the air traffic controller that actually put up a fight.
He doesn't want. He's like, I'm not going to present myself.
He's too dignified. Went out like a real king.
Yeah. But we have a Shang Tsung type Cell charging up. He walks past Piccolo, just walks past him, stops, then says some of the coldest shit ever
Yes.
by simply saying, "What are you going to do about it, Piccolo?"
Devastating. And after all we've seen Piccolo accomplish, leveling multiple small island nations possibly with his fists alone, going toe-to-toe with 17, an android that makes short work of Super Saiyan Vegeta and Trunks. Like, this is the strongest Piccolo until superheroes. And that is awesome. Which makes like the rest of this episode hurt. But it's evocative. And I love it. But before we get any further in the Cell, Piccolo, and Android battleground, we have to cut back to Kame House for a quick pit stop for the rest of the Z Fighters. Roshi is quickly giving commentary on to what we've just witnessed as viewers. He's talking really fast. He's really excited and nervous and scared. And then he says, "Sorry, I think I had too much coffee."
No!
But he's holding a coffee can.
He is. He gets very serious at the end of this episode, or at the end of this scene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird that they're like, throwing a coffee joke. We got to explain to these kids why Roshi's suddenly drinking coffee.
It's not enough that the stakes are so high right now that Roshi might be a little excited. But yeah, I was just like, that's really silly. But yeah, it's just Roshi, Tien, Krillin, and Chi-Chi out on the beach, witnessing everything happen. Tien and Krillin are both very frustrated by the fact that they can't do anything to help. They feel like even if they went over there, they'd just be getting in the way or killed. Which like Roshi does confirm. Roshi's like, you'll just be getting in the way. You'll be a distraction. But they hate waiting around. And then I was wondering two things.
Okay.
First thing, where's Yamcha?
Napping.
He's napping right now?
I had one of Roshi's coffees. Now my tummy hurts.
Oh, you poor thing. Come on, Yamcha, lay down. Let me put a towel on your head.
Chaozu, stop looking. I'm in the bathroom, please.
Can't help myself. I
You're
want to be
wiggling
helpful too.
You're wiggling your fingers.
They let me cook. Now let me cook what's in there.
Yeah, can you reverse stomach ache using your powers? Come on.
I haven't tried it. Let me try it.
Make it go up.
Let's see. Boom. I've never seen that. I've never seen it. Ew.
We had to censor it. Too hot for TV. I feel better though, so that's a plus.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Oolong, you just barged in to two men in the bathroom. Please.
Oh, I thought it was a party. Want me to change it to a lampshade?
I mean, it is Kame House.
Wear me like a hat.
What if Oolong? I guess it's like a piggyback ride. I'm fine with it. Let me put it on. Boop.
Whee!
You're spinning around. God, this is the most joyful I've ever heard you.
Whee! This is better than getting those panties from the dragon.
Wait a minute. Oolong, you're not getting some sort of pleasure out of this.
Whee!
Oh boy.
Whee!
Censor this, please.
I've never seen pleasure before either. And see.
All right, we don't have to explore that. Because we have to explore how Chi-Chi, smarter than all these karate dummies. They're like, Bulma's, it's going to take her forever to get here. We don't know if Piccolo will last that long. Chi-Chi suggests that, hey, why don't you go fly to where Bulma is? Because this can be faster than waiting on her. Everyone agrees. And then, I don't know if you can say this anymore.
Oh, what does she say in yours?
She says, quote, "You guys are all soft in the head."
Soft in the head?
That feels iffy.
I know why. I know why you say
mhm.
that. So I'm because I'm trying to think. I don't have in my notes her
Like
exact
they're
line.
babies?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like they're fresh out. They're new. Soft skull and all that.
You boys, your skulls haven't fully formed. And there are soft fissures where your parts haven't connected yet.
Basically, that's why they stayed so bald for so long. It's the three bald guys.
It is the three guys. This, you know what? This all makes sense now.
They're all babies.
They're all big, giant babies. They're practically wearing diapers.
I mean, and Tien is basically wearing a big old diaper.
Roshi, he's wearing adult ones.
Adult ones. Oh, well, I would say this, Aaron. For Roshi, it depends. And we know Krillin is a Huggies guy.
I still have pull-ups.
They still fit.
It's if I get too scared, I'd rather have them than not.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think if there's any cool pee moments in Dragon Ball.
Cool. Well, episode 1 of Dragon Ball.
That's right. That's the best.
I don't know if it's a cool pee moment, but it is a pee moment.
So there's episode 1. Episode 1 of Dragon Ball.
Happy New Year. Let's list off pee times Dragon Ball characters have peed.
Then there is Goku peeing in that jar, that magic jar that those bikers tried to put him into.
That's right. He loves peeing in rivers.
Loves to pee in a river.
I feel like Oolong did a pee.
Oolong definitely did a pee.
Gohan's done a pee.
Gohan has done a pee. Trunks has done a pee.
Trunks has done a pee. Oh yeah, he did do a pee.
Baby
on
Trunks
Yajirobe.
Peed on Yajirobe. Okay, so there we go. So I think Trunks also pees on Broly in one of the movies.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Broly's like about to break him in half, and Trunks is like terrified, just pees on him.
Like kid Trunks?
Yeah, like Kid Trunks.
Okay.
Yeah. But of the peas that we've seen, I'm gonna say Baby Trunks pee number 1.
Number one with a safety pin.
Number 1 with a safety pin. Number 2, Goku peeing in the gourd, because that's a fun way to thwart a magical attack with urine. And then number 3 is whenever Oolong peed
At some point.
and that's my big P3.
Yeah.
So if you got your big P3, hashtag P3 or hashtag goodbye 2020p. Send in your anime P lists.
Dick Clark's Pissin' New Year.
Yes, I got him to do one. And we can move on.
Krillin flies off. Tien is like, I know I can't help, but I'm still have to do something. Goodbye, everyone. And in mind, this is where Roshi gets like so serious. He crushes the can, in anger, just collapses.
Yeah, he
from
falls
just
to
the
his
stress.
knees.
It's like, Tien, no, you're going to die. Don't you understand? Oh, just thing. And it kind of got into this whole things have changed too much. He's like, oh, how I yearn for the days when I was the strongest martial artist in the world. Simpler times.
Yep. That's basically the same nostalgia play that Roshi does in my episode. It's weirdly like crystallizingly like somebody like Toriyama, maybe when Toriyama was writing this episode, was feeling this. It's very like, again, it makes you feel it, which is something Roshi doesn't normally do. He usually makes you feel disgusted.
It used, you know how often I tried to grab a boob?
Oh no.
Now it's karate this and everyone dies that. Half the people I know are aliens. That's That's wild, right?
And a 300-year-old turtle.
That's normal.
That's completely normal.
An 800-year-old man, i.e. me, normal.
That cat that's got to be like thousands of years old, that's normal.
Who grows magic beans that can heal you, very normal. A god who lives in the sky was normal until I found out he was an alien. Now I hate it.
Your star pupil was an alien.
It's like poor Krillin. Imagine Krillin, now that he's gone, imagine Krillin. Like thinking if I just work hard enough, maybe I can catch up to Goku. And like, no.
Nope. I told my son
to quit trying.
I said, quit trying and just keep swimming.
These Saiyans were born on third base.
What would you call it? It's not nepotism.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be racist.
Of course.
But they've just got some extra fight in their body.
I think I've heard Goku literally say, like, my blood drives me to fight, and it calls out to me.
Oh, you know what it is, Master? They've got 5 limbs. They've got an extra tail.
They got a tail. Poor Krillin's.
Krillin.
He barely has 4 limbs. Those little baby legs.
And don't get me started about Yamcha.
Go off, Sea King.
Okay.
Just one for the road. Then we'll wrap it up. We'll go inside.
If you feel bad for Krillin, think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yamcha was at one point on par with Goku as a child.
That's true. That's fucked.
He was basically like a senior trying to beat up a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And then that freshman beat him up, stole his girl.
The freshman's friend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even worse. Look.
Okay. No, hold on, wait. Let's recontextualize in it. Imagine a terrorist comes to destroy your planet, and then your girlfriend's like, "Yes, please."
Yeah, that's right. At least Krillin's open about his cucking.
You should have kissed Marin.
I think about it. I think about it every day.
Fucked up. You're too nice.
Should have shot my shot.
Mm-hmm.
Should have shot my shell.
Well, afterwards you did.
Hey. Damn right.
All right, and see.
Dang.
But
Roshi finally got to Turtle.
There's a lot of pathos. And I think I'm using that word right, with Roshi at the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta goof it up.
Oh yeah, we gotta goof it up. Especially because of the scene that we're about to go into. Which is just Cell just backhanding everybody. Like he's just beating everybody's butt. Like walks up on 17, attempts to stick him in the stomach. 17 dodges out of the way, but Cell still gets the upper hand and is about to do the deed when Piccolo steps in. And with a flying kick, a dynamic entry. There we go. With a dynamic entry, saves 17, who thanks Piccolo. I thought this was not an interesting turn, but I like that 17 and now has like respect for Piccolo. What was it? Cell like does this little speech about like how the androids need to join him. And he has a little line that goes, I'm just dropping into it. It's a lot longer than this.
All right.
He says, unite with me and fulfill Dr. Giroux's dream to create the ultimate warrior. It does. And then 17's like, why would I do that? I'm already the best warrior.
Why? The 17 starting to sound a little bit like Warden Gordon.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
You can,
I now
he
know
can.
he
He
could.
can.
He could.
He could get a little Midwestern.
But back into the quote. It doesn't matter what you think you are.
The Rock.
Do you smell what you're always cooking? This was his tale, by the way.
Yeah. Take your Rudy Poo android ass.
You're part of me and the WWE.
I've sucked up the millions and millions of unwilling citizens.
And brother, I'm going to absorb you. That's how the quote ends. With all that WWE
And then the
stuff.
bell rings. and-
It's Monday Night Raw.
I mean, they are talking about Ultimate Warriors.
Yeah, of course.
I think at this point, 16 finally, like, the most he's ever said of like 16, 17, you must retreat. You can't win. His power level's too high. Also, his goal is not to kill Goku. His goal is to destroy the universe.
Yeah.
So big jump there.
Big picture 17. This is bigger than you.
Mm-hmm. Maybe run away.
Maybe think about yourself or think about something other than yourself. 17.
17 doesn't.
No, 17 is like, I'm not going to listen to you. And then charges into battle with Cell. Before he lands a hit, we have to go to a commercial.
Welcome to the best idea for a podcast of all time. This is Champs in the Making,
A Pokemon bracket podcast where we take every one of these creatures in the Pokemon video game franchise,
put them in a bracket together and find out which one the best one is.
Starmie gives me like organic, free-range, gluten-free, like fidget spinner energy.
Swallow can swallow a tire whole in one gulp.
Ladybug looks like it is ready to give you so many high fives with each of its little mitten hands.
I don't like Weird Ear's face.
It's got a big testicle for a nose, for sure.
I think Nidoking's favorite beer is PBR.
Okay.
Champs in the Making, a Moonshot Network podcast about Pokemon. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts or first at patreon.com/Moonshot Network.
All right. So now we see the thrilling conclusion of that lunge from 17. Surprise. It ends with, Cell getting the upper hand multiple times on 17. But Piccolo, being the good guy he is, comes in and saves the day once again. While this is happening, 18 and 16 have a little bit of a chat. 16's like, 18, you should leave. It would be the best course of options. Basically explaining like, hey, if you leave now, even if he had absorbed 17, there's still a chance we could defeat him. If you don't, we're all doomed. It's over. Did 18 then ask 16, what would you do? Because that's how she ended this exchange, by like posing the question to 16.
I thought she just looked at him. So I think it was just one of those open-ended, like, what is she going to do?
Yeah.
In mind. I know 18 starts the conversation with, hey, are they just being sloppy? And 16 is like, no, he's just that good. He's got that dog in him. I'm assuming several dogs.
That Cell is a real baddie.
It seems like 17 is down bad to fight him.
And Piccolo, straight up scrub.
No Riz.
A Rizless fool.
Sticking out his gyat.
Look, he's face down, gyat up. That's the way Cell beats you up.
We get this is one of the best parts of the episode.
Oh yeah.
Piccolo starts to charge up a key blast, and there's just something different about this charge up. There's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of times I think there's like translucent energy around Z fighters. These are thick energy lines.
Oh yeah.
They are corporeal.
Yeah, it feels
thick.
like if you were next to those lines, you might like touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Hot, solid.
Mm-hmm. Solid as a
rock. And it's real good. And you know things are bad when Cell just starts walking straight towards Cell.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what's going to happen, does not care.
Yep.
17 knows what's going to happen. He's like, not again. He doesn't say that, but he does when he gets out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
He says yikes. Literally says yikes in the subtitle.
Oh my God.
Like Drake.
Oh boy. We need Drake on the bingo card because Aaron, I'm obsessed with his alter ego. Have you seen the video?
No, I was just going to say Drake, the type of guy to yell yikes when Piccolo's charging up a blast.
Which is true. You're right on the money, but he's now got an alter ego that's like a little cupid lady.
This is not research. I do
This
need
is
to
not
see
research.
this.
This is not research.
If I just do Drake alter ego.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You should find it.
Anita Maxwell. You cannot tell me he's doing a Tyler Perry.
But he has a voice because he did this on stream, and that's like his new persona. And he goes, Anita Maxwell. Anita Maxwell.
Hold on.
That's the name. That's how he does the name.
I'm waiting on the Shen Yun ad.
Anita Maxwell. Anita Maxwell. That's the name.
Okay, here we go. What is... I need a max win is what I'm being described at. There's a hat. You want this hat?
No. I don't want that hat. I don't want to be associated with whatever that is.
Here's my alter. You mean your logo, your company, your new company?
No, his company's OVO. I don't know who Anita Maxwell is.
Anita Maxwell?
I don't think it stands for something. I just think Drake is weird.
Of course.
He's just gotten weird.
He's a big... Be famous and have a bunch of money since you were like in your 20s.
Yeah, it's real weird.
You're gonna be weird.
I mean, he had money before his 20s. He was on that Degrassi.
I don't know if he had Drake money.
He didn't have Drake money back then, but
he had Canadian Drake money.
Canadian Drake.
I'd love to have Canadian Drake money. I'm not disparaging it.
Hey, look, you don't have to get defensive with me. I just think it's fucking weird.
I was fully expecting that clip to him like put on a mask. And
I think I would have been more okay with that.
Like just be a VTuber, Drake.
Yeah, somebody tell Drake about VTubing.
Yeah.
I want to see Drake. I want to know what Drake would buy for a face rig to VTube.
Look, Drake the type of guy to pay for a super comment just to say hi.
Drake the kind of guy to super upvote on Reddit.
He's the type of guy on X to say, "You, sir, have won the internet."
Drake the type of guy who only plays as Chun-Li in Street Fighter.
It's Chun-Li, Kame, and who's Mika? Mika R.
Mika, yeah, Mika.
Yeah.
Some of the new ones, Manon.
Look, we all know. We know.
We all know.
This is not. I think when I remember in one of our earlier, only because we made like a clip out of it, we talked about Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We're anti-Drake, right? Is that what we're saying?
Look, I can't. I'll say my piece on Drake.
Okay.
As a producer, I think he is one of the best.
All right.
I think Drake has a masterful understanding about like music production. As a rapper, I think Drake is fine, good sometimes. As a vocalist, I think Drake is okay, mid most of the time. But the thing that he does do well, produce and execute,
Mm-hmm.
makes everything better. But overall, like I think one, people are too critical of when Drake does something that's far away from what he did in like 2012. The height of Drake's powers, possibly. And yeah, like Drake, he's never going away anymore. This Anita Mox win thing is fun for the internet. I think he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's weird. And I hope he's not hanging out with like very young actresses anymore.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
That's it.
Stop that.
Also, don't reference your own kids in your raps. I feel like that's weird.
To
There's some
reference your
beef.
children?
There's beef where people rapping about each other's kids. That's not
Oh, as a diss track?
just like I can't get into it. I can't get
Okay.
into it.
Like-
It would be Aaron. It would be I'm talking about Drake and Meek Mills. It'd be
Okay.
just like 17 and Piccolo, two heavy hitters.
Okay,
just
I get it. I
going
understand
at
now.
each other.
I understand completely.
Yeah, you
Are
know.
they? Wait, let me guess one of these lines. Is it like your child's only in the 70th percentile for height?
Oh shit! How did you know that?
This is my little rap hand.
The
rudder.
If you came out with the rudder at a rap battle
on Wild and Out, would this episode? There's not much to this episode.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some sadness, but
I think we're trying to avoid that, delay it by having this conversation about the rudder.
Well, I have to like if offered a chance to be on Wild and Out, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Would you only want to face Nick Cannon?
Absolutely. It's so easy. All you have to do is talk about how the dude loves to fuck and he can't find a condom.
It's just like it stopped at one point. I feel like it would stop.
Oh, the
being
music cuts out
rhymes.
and I'm just
You're
ranting.
going.
I'm not rapping anymore. I'm just like
you're inches from his face.
I loved you in Drumline. I was ready to give you everything.
I believe Chappelle's kid in that sketch.
I thought that was going to be me, Drake. I thought that was going to be me.
Drake.
I don't even know who I'm talking to anymore.
It's just you and you two become best friends.
And
afterwards.
That's how me and Drake become best friends.
Drake's like, I love what you said. Anita Max Wynn loves what you said about Nick Cannon.
Vince, it's Anita Max Wynn. We've sugarcoated this, but we got to get to it because Piccolo charging the attack says in mine, this one's for Gohan and Goku.
Oh wow!
And the explosion goes off. It's one of those where they start tight. The white light of the power of the explosion fill the screen so much that you zoom out and see that it encompasses 2/3 of the island that they're standing on and fires like all the way to Hawaii from California, basically. It's huge, this attack. 17, 18, 16, they managed to get out of the way. And 18 is like, well, that had to do it. 17 is also like, wow. Impressive. So they, even Piccolo thinks like, oh yeah, I did it. He's dead. There's no cell left. But 16 knows better. How is it though? Is it just that 16 is like, no, the reality is his power level is so high that even an attack like that wasn't going to damage him? Or like, was Cell under the water reforming himself because he has that healing factor?
we don't see him reforming. So I feel like my assumption is that it just wasn't strong enough.
Just not enough.
Because they talk about there is a okay, yeah, we'll talk about he talks about it later on.
Okay.
About but I think it's 16 consensus power levels is what it seems like.
That's what okay. That's what I want to make sure that
Piccolo
I'm
can
that
too.
up.
So like I don't know.
Yeah.
But has been able to hide his power level. This is planned. This is drama. So he's making a show of this.
Of course.
Obviously. It's like, okay, once he hits me, I'm gonna hide under the water. I have a scuba tank there.
Good thing I prepped.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna lower my energy levels. And then when they least expect it, I'm gonna slowly rise up with my ghost energy.
With my howling spirits.
All right. George, Frank, I need you to wait. Did I absorb a whole ass football team, Blood Bowl team? You guys go in front, right? That's the thing I did. It happened. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. I'm glad you guys are on board.
Murder ball.
That's what it was.
Spiky shoulder pads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be out front in my energy wave, and we're just gonna freak everyone out.
Down, sit.
Blood.
Blood.
Downset murder. They gotta say downset murder and murder ball.
Yeah, they should.
Oh. If it's not full of puns, what's the point? Fourth and dead.
Third and long dead.
Mm-hmm. Going for a field skull.
Field skull. That's a good one. A touch of death down.
That's like it's the most points, but it's the gentlest name.
What was I just had one. The sneaked off, like the kickoff, but it's the sound of a knife going. The sneaked off.
The sneaked off.
Oh,
like
no.
Me. I'm just saying hi real quick.
I'll just jump in and say hello.
All right. Have you seen? Hold on. I gotta ask. Have you seen Jean?
Logan, please.
Oh, she's right. Oh,
she's right next to you.
I was.
we traveled in the X-wing together, Logan.
I didn't smell her.
Ew.
I smell everyone. This is established. I smell good.
Well, you certainly don't smell good, Logan.
What do you mean?
I told you. Just because you regenerate your cells regularly.
Fresh.
They don't smell fresh. You don't get off any of the dead skin cells, Logan.
I rolled around in the dirt.
No, you're a Wolverine, not a chinchilla.
Wait, is that what chinchillas do?
Yes.
I haven't learned anything at this school, Charles.
You're a teacher, damn it, Logan.
What?
You teach children.
What?
Don't play this game with
like
me.
gym, right? Nothing big, right?
I don't know. I let you all make up your own curriculums.
This is a liberal arts college, right, Chuck?
Absolutely.
Anything goes.
No classrooms.
We're all fun teachers who have class outside or the danger room.
That's right. Classes could take place outside or in the danger room. Anywhere I can't hear you all screaming at the top of your lungs.
Psychically screaming. Wait, where'd Jean go? I don't see her anymore.
Logan, she went for a glass of water.
Oh, she's by the fridge.
Have you forgotten that we've interrupted? Now you're making me think I'm Scottish, Logan.
Are you pulling a Highlander?
I think I might be pulling a Shrek. Because you're being an ass.
Hey, Chuck, in the morning, I'm making waffles.
And I'm making Cerebro kill you specifically.
And see. Oh, Chuck and
Wolvie.
Chuck and Logan.
Chuck and Logan. Maybe they'll make many appearances this year.
Maybe in some sort of April episode. Who can say?
Oh, maybe there's something called the X-Cast on the way.
We're here to talk about mutant news. Unfiltered by the lamestream media.
No, Logan, we got all of these from reputable sources. I just don't like the conspiracy
Like the New
theory.
York Post.
Well, more like the New York Times.
No.
Time Magazine.
Fake news.
The Wall Street Journal. DC Monthly.
DC Monthly.
No, the District of Columbia.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just surprised it's monthly.
Not a lot happens down in the district.
In DC, yeah. Very quiet town. Washington, D.C.
Look, this is a freebie, Logan. It's quiet because of old Sleepy Joe.
We need a young man in there, like the other guy. 2 years younger really makes a difference.
You've been listening to the X-Cast.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
And seed.
We're so we are what a humor is a coping mechanism, Vince.
Absolutely, because I'm devastated by not only what happens next, but the way that Cell delivers this heart-wrenching moment, because he says, of course, Cell rises from the water, continues to walk through Piccolo, drained of all of his energy, seemingly. And as Piccolo is heavily breathing on his knees, Cell says, "The road of life ends here for you. You've reached a dead end, Piccolo." And then Cell picks up Piccolo by his throat and blasts a hole in his body.
He hits Piccolo so hard, the world turns black and white.
Yes.
It's
one of
second.
those. Holy crap. Y'all saw what Gojo did to Choji Zenin.
Yeah.
Cell basically did the same thing to Piccolo.
At this point, I think So also is like, I absorbed so many humans than was necessary. I guess that's what makes me so strong.
Oh.
I overate.
I carbo loaded before this fight. In mine, he gives the excuse. He's like, I already have all of your cells, Piccolo, so absorbing you would be redundant at this point.
I'm glad they clarified that.
Yeah. So it's not less morbid.
He doesn't have Kame cells.
He does not. He does not have Kame cells.
Or nail cells.
Right? Yeah, because they didn't send the bugs to space with Goku.
Did they? No.
No.
Because they didn't know about
bugs.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they didn't know Super Saiyan. So it was when Goku came back, Bugs picked up Frieza while he's waiting for an hour.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yeah,
while Piccolo gets blasted, I mean, Aaron, are you okay?
I'm good. I just want to mention that I think I know where we're about to go, but Piccolo does get just tossed in the ocean.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then as he sinks, his hand is held up like he just shot a 3.
Swish.
Ball is life. And unfortunately, the ball is over.
Trae Young hit a deep 3 to end the game. There was nothing I could do. It was from 30 feet. Cash. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Look.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
We went out there and did our best, and it just wasn't our day, okay? And sometimes you'll have that.
And Kame and Nail inside of Piccolo put down their pom-poms.
Finally, I can play Xbox in the afterlife. My heavenly reward.
Then as he drifts off into the other world, no Wi-Fi! No!
How am I supposed to no?
I can't update my Xbox Live!
I want to buy a fun hat for my avatar.
I heard they put Cell in Fortnite. It's crazy. Cell and Freezer in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
It's
gross.
multiple forms of Cell.
Multiple forms of Frieza too. Oh, but no, Aaron, we can't talk about Fortnite right now.
Do we have to talk about what's happening at the tower?
Before that, 17. Normally a cool, calm, and collected dude. You never really hear him scream. Shouts no as Piccolo is blasted and falls into the water, and remarks that Cell's. He's like, no, what a beast. Calls him a beast. He's got no humanity, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. He saw him doing those deadlifts at the gym.
Oh my goodness. Look at those gains.
Cell truly is swole.
Do you think he's natty 16? Can you tell?
No way. I saw him juicing in the locker room by absorbing several other dudes.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to assume he got like advice from them or something.
No, hey, 17, please run away. You're going to get sucked up. What is this accent I have now? This is fine. It's the end of the episode. This is fine for 16.
I mean, it works for me. While you
It's
figure
all
that
right.
out, I'm going to walk over and ask this guy what his workout routine is.
No, 17, please. We have to leave. Let's just go to Jamba Juice. We have to leave.
Jamba Juice does sound fun, but I need these gains. 16.
No.
You're in my camera view. The fook. All right, that's done. Anyway, if you want to get gains like me, all you have to do is suck up at least 8 dudes.
Mainly their kidneys and other organs.
Look, I sucked up the Liver King. Now look at me.
What's a Liver King to a Cell?
That's brilliant. The natural enemy of the Liver King is Cell.
Yeah, the Liver King is like, he heard the name and like got a chill suddenly.
Every time you say it, the Liver King's just like shivering.
I'm assuming maybe a wife is like, Liver King, what's wrong, honey?
Nothing. Go back to sleep,
you
dummy.
All right, you continue your 4 a.m. workout.
Sorry, he looks at his phone. Sorry, everybody. Somebody said my trigger word.
And then when we're up in the tower,
oh yeah,
Goku, Gohan, they sense, they know Piccolo. I think Goku specifically says like, "Oh, the energy went out, the light, something along those lines."
Okay, he
Sort
says
of
we lost him. Is what he says to Gohan.
He's definitive.
Yeah,
and Gohan runs screaming, trying to fly away. Goku has to hold him back. It's like, no, we have to wait for Vegeta. You can't do it. You can't do it yet.
Basically saying like, we're not strong enough yet. Can't go down there. There's nothing you can do for him now.
I know this isn't the case, but I wish they would have cut to like a Vegeta and Trunks where they're both beyond Super Saiyan, but they're just like bonding now.
They're just talking about music they like.
Dad, it's Link. Hold on. I think I got wait. I know the Trunks is in me. Dad, I can't believe you never heard Linkin Park.
I like real music.
real Saiyan music.
Real Saiyan music.
Name, if you're such a fan of Saiyan music, name 3 bands.
All right, fine.
I say this to, no, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I've got it.
Okay.
You want to test the prince of all Saiyans on his Saiyan music knowledge?
Absolutely.
Well, here come my...
Literally any Saiyan band.
Here are my top 5.
Oh, ooh, 5. All right.
I know we just finished watching that Chris Rock movie. Here's my top 5.
Yeah, we watched so many movies in here instead of training.
That'll show Kakarot.
Mm-hmm. We don't. There's only 2 movies in my timeline, so this was a treat.
Top 5 Saiyan bands. Number 5, Parsnip.
Number 5,
Sorry, I forget the other. It's Parsnip and the Beats. Number
Great.
5.
Okay.
Number 4, Parsnip and the Turnip.
A side project or?
So Parsnip left the Beats.
We're gonna finish this, by the way. This is gonna keep
jamming
going.
was jamming with Turnip.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to go on as a duo.
Okay.
All right. Number 3.
Don't you dare, Dad.
Leek and the White Scallions.
Is that just all Saiyan bands? A vegetable and other vegetables?
It's Saiyan music to its core.
Okay.
You have 1 who's the strongest.
All right.
And then 3 who are weaker.
Like so musician class Saiyans.
Yes. Parsnip, one of the strongest musician class Saiyans of all time. Where am I? Number 2?
Yeah, go to.
Number 2, a rare solo act. Rutabaga. Rutabaga was not only a B-class warrior, but an S-class musician.
I've heard of the Vega Boys, but not the Rutabaga Boy.
Who?
They do. I think they do a song about Six Flags. The place
the wheels are still turning.
Yeah, you know about Earth music, Dad. Come on.
I know about that song because it's the only one Bulma played for you when you were a baby.
That explains a lot.
Oh, I just admitted that I was there for your childhood. Damn it. Fine, I'll get to the final and number 1 ranked Saiyan musician.
Number 1.
Yes, we also watched listened to a lot of Comedy Bang Bang Best ofs. The number 1 musician and Saiyan music of all time. Prince Vegeta.
What, Dad? You're a musician?
That's right. I used to...
A famous musician?
A princely musician.
Oh. You could be prince of a very small country no one's heard of.
Well, I was the prince of a planet.
All right, fine.
You're the prince of nothing.
What's the son of a prince? Are they anything? Should I get a cool title?
What do they call that?
Duke Trunks.
No. Ew.
Lord Trunks?
No. No, just no Trunks. I'm putting an end to this right now. You know what? All the progress we've made, it's gone.
Better start training again.
I'm going to turn my back and stare into the abyss.
All right. I'm going to rewatch Top 5.
Not without me, you're not.
About it.
Final flash!
And scene.
And scene.
Go on, sad. I think that's it.
Go on, sad. Popo's sad. Popo crying.
Popo, he's so sad. Just those thick Miyazaki tears he's got.
Toriyama's like, I need all the tears on this one. Miyazaki, let me borrow your clear coat.
He's knocking on the next door.
Knocking at like 3:00 in the morning. I need your tears, Miyazaki-san.
Please. But that's mine ends. We cut back to the android. Cell is about to just moidalize 17.
Oh yeah.
Tien's watching, unable to do anything. I'm hoping the next few episodes he'll do the cool thing that's cool.
Ooh, he is gonna do the cool thing that's cool.
Hopefully, I don't know if it's next, but it's soon.
It's
I'm
coming
excited.
up. It should be within the month. But look, that does it for this week's episode. And thank you all for listening so much. Aaron, thank you so much. Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Vince, thank you. Happy New Year. And welcome back.
Do we have, calls to action? Tell a friend about the podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. We're also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kame House Party, where we play a variety of games and have a variety of fun. We're also part of the Moonshot Network, so go on over to moonshotpods.com. Check out all the other great podcasts over there on the Moonshot Network. They also stream Moonshot Network on Twitch. Thank you, Trey, again, for that 1 minute roundup. If you want to send in your 1 minute roundup, just email us that MP3 or MP4 file to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. And you may have noticed we still have our sponsorship going on. So join the New Year's snacking party over there at Tokyo Treat. It's right there behind Aaron. And if you're watching the video, so go on over to team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. Use promo code Kame at checkout. Get yourself $5 off your first box. I've been enjoying my New Year's Snack and Eve box. I got it a while ago, but I like to make them last because Aaron, the sweet potato crunch chips were awesome. The salted potato chips are even better. All the sweets hit so good. They had this cola lollipop, but it's the kind that you dip.
Ooh,
so
what?
It's got that like tangy like cola taste. Then you dip it, and it gives you a little bit of fizz on your tongue. I'm telling you, Tokyo Treat it's really great. It's a wonderful gift. It's a wonderful gift to yourself. So give the gift of Japanese snacks. Get yourself some limited edition Kit Kats and Lucky Taiyaki for the new year. Do it. And go to team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. Use promo code Kame at checkout. Tell them these boys sent you.
See, those KHP boys, they'll know.
They'll know. They know us.
But do they know me?
Do they know me? And also maybe hints to my past?
Well, Logan, I don't know if they will know that. But I do know how they like to end this episode because I've read their minds.
And
that's a good roll, Chuck. On the R.
I am a learned teacher and professor, so of course I roll
not an
my
actor.
R's. I'm not an actor. I dedicated my life to teaching and Cerebro. And whether you are holding your follow-through like Piccolo into the sea, or you're listening to Parsnips and the Beats 3, you've got to keep fighting
for G.
Oh, Logan.
I'm gonna go kill Cyclops.
You know what? I'll look the other way.
Great.
Oh no, Cerebro shut down. The Wi-Fi's off.
Kame House